Occasionally, I drop a teacup to shatter on the floor. On purpose. I'm not satisfied when it doesn't gather itself up again. Someday, perhaps, that cup will come together. I let you know me. See me.
So we're going to begin by just admiring our absolutely beautiful veal shanks here, then give them a nice rinse and pat them completely dry with some paper towels. Now we need to tie them up so they don't fall apart as they slow roast in the oven. So take some butcher's twine and tie your shank nice and firmly, once at the bottom and also at the top as well, and we have our perfectly tied up veal shanks. Now we need to give them a liberal sprinkling of salt and pepper on both sides, and then give them a good dusting of flour, making sure they're nicely coated on all sides. Once we've got our shanks all ready, we'll heat up some olive oil in a large Dutch oven on medium-high heat, then add our veal shanks, making sure not to crowd them, and cooking in batches if need be, and we want to saute those on both sides until nice and golden brown. Once they're browned well, take them out of the Dutch oven and set them aside for a moment. Then we'll go ahead and deglaze that pan with a little wine or stock and add a few tablespoons of butter to cook our vegetables. We have a cup of onions, a cup of celery, a cup of carrots, and a half a cup of parsnips. Now we'll go ahead and saute those veggies until they're slightly browned, then add a bit of chicken stock and a cup of white wine. Finally, we finish off with a cup and a half of chopped plum tomatoes, a teaspoon of dried oregano, a few fresh sprigs of rosemary, and a single bay leaf. Now we'll go ahead and give that a good stir, then add our veal shanks back to the Dutch oven, nestling them nicely into the vegetables and broth, making sure they're semi-submerged in all of that goodness. Now we'll go ahead and put the lid on this bad boy and get him into the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour, making sure he's in the center rack of the oven for even cooking. Then after an hour, we're going to turn down the oven to 275 and bake for an additional 3 to 4 hours until very tender. Now the risotto. Begin by melting a tablespoon of butter over medium heat and add some chopped onion and cook until lightly browned. Then we'll add a cup of arborio rice and cook until the rice begins to turn slightly white and glassy. Then a quarter teaspoon of saffron threads, a half a cup of white wine, and about 2 cups of chicken stock. Then we'll give that a good stir and bring to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer, stirring constantly until most of the liquid has been absorbed. Then another cup of stock and keep simmering and stirring until the rice is al dente. Now we're going to set that aside and finish just before plating. In Janice's sketch, he has a few extra items on the plate, starting with these sauteed squash balls, which we make by taking a melon ball or to a zucchini and some yellow squash. Another addition from the sketch is gremolata, which is kind of like pesto made with parsley, a few garlic cloves, a bit of lemon zest, and a good dose of olive oil, and of course some salt and pepper. Now we'll go ahead and blend that up real good until it's a nice smooth paste like you see here. Our final dish is the heart tartare filling, which should be made as fresh as possible. So here we have our deer heart, which I've already cleaned and butterflied open here. So what we're going to do is cut this into nice thin strips, which are also amazing for fajitas, by the by. And we're going to slice those strips into smaller strips, and then pieces, and then finally mince over and over until it is very, very fine. Now to our minced heart, we're going to add some olive oil, some finely chopped red onion, some chopped cornichon pickles, and some capers, and of course some salt and pepper. Now mix all of that together, and it's ready for the phyllo shells. Speaking of which, I think everyone's about to arrive, and we are ready for dinner.
was dinner, Mr. Logan? How was dinner?
Fair. Well, that is a wrap on my birthday episode, and I am just pleased as punch romaine with how everything turned out. The breakfast, delicious. The pate bites, amazing. The heart tartare, incredible. Again, the salad, okay, the radicchio kind of ruined that, but the beet vinaigrette was good. And the osso buco and the risotto, perfection. And of course, the punch romaine was delicate, delectable, and delicious. This was an all-around grade A USDA Prime 1 heck of a menu. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. And it all turned out so well, I just couldn't be happier. Okay, seriously, fuck radicchio. But other than that, it was an absolutely amazing meal. And so as we wrap up our first episode of Season 2, I just want to give a special shout out to my family for paying for the meal and for always being up for trying something new. If you too would like to make contributions to support Hannibal and I, you can find information on that in the description below. Thank you again for joining me for Season 2 of Hannibal and I. There's plenty more to come, so stay tuned. And that is it for this episode of Hannibal and I. I'm Cody Marchikaitis, reminding you always to stay courteous, and I will see you in the kitchen next time. Blue.